Hi friends, I'm Nancy Novak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I make cards and paper crafts using Stampin' Up! Products. And today I am going to make a birthday card and I'm using the Bike Ride stamp set and framelits. And this is the card that we're going to make. I'm going to change it up a little bit with the colors, but it's basically just like this. And this is actually the first card I made with it, and I had a lot of fun using this stamp set, so I wanted to show you. So anyway, let's get started. First thing, I have the card base in Whisper White, and it is cut to 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4. I have a stamping piece that is 5 inches by 3 3/4 inches, and I have a matte piece that is 5 1/4 inches by 4 inches. And when I use a mat, I like to cut out the center because it's not going to show, and then I can always use that to make something else. I can use it for another card or an accent piece. So anyways, that's a cute little tip for you. You can always cut out the center because it's not going to show when we get all done with our card. So I also have some scrap paper that we're going to stamp on, and I am using, for this card, Lemon Lime Twist, and let's get started. So I'm going to stamp all my pieces on this scrap piece. This is about a 3-inch wide piece of Whisper White. So there's the bike frame. And then I'm going to bring in some of the basic black and use the wheel stamp or the tire stamp. And this Archival ink, you want to kind of swirl your stamp in the ink pad. It's a harder ink, and you can see if it's all inked up well. So we'll put that one there and stamp another one. Okay, and there's one more little tiny piece here that I need to do in the Lemon Lime Twist. This is the little back end of the bike, this piece right here. It's like a little back basket or fender. And there we go. There is another piece that's a circle, and you can stamp it on the inside of the tire, and it gives the little rim look. So I've got that in the Lemon Lime Twist, and I'm going to center it right in the middle here. And then I'll do another one here. It's kind of hard for me to see because I'm off center. I would usually have my head right over the top so I can see right where I'm stamping with this polymer stamp. Good, there we go. So the next thing, before I cut this out, I think I will color in or stamp in the seat. And I'm going to use the new Berry Burst color. So we'll bring that stamp pad in. It's a real tiny little piece. And we'll just fit it right over the seat. Hold it there for a second. Okay, then I have the little hand grips. I'm going to do those in the Berry Burst. Whoops. So again, you can see really well with the polymer stamps and line it up. And then I have one more little piece to stamp. That is the petal. So I think I'm going to do that in the black. So again, we'll ink that up. And you can see through, and you can see that it's inked well. And we'll just line that up where the petal goes. Okay, now we have to cut everything out using the framelits. So let me bring in my Big Shot, and we'll do that next. So I'm using the precision plate. So the way it's sandwiched is you have your platform, and then you have your precision plate, your paper that you're cutting, and then we're going to sandwich it in. And so we need to cut out the bike frame. So we will just position that where we want it to be. And we want to cut out a tire and this little frame piece right here. So I'm going to run this through the Big Shot, and then I have to run it through one more time for the second tire. So I already have this all done, but that is how you run it through the Big Shot. And to save time, I do have all the pieces already cut out. So we have that. And then let me bring in my other scrap piece because we're going to have some balloons on this. So let's get that done. So I have a scrap, and for the balloons I'm using Happy Birthday Gorgeous. I'm using this balloon right here, and I'm also going to use the Sentiment Happy Birthday. It's really has a pretty font. I really like that. So to do that, I am going to bring back in my lemon lime. I think I'm going to make berry burst balloons. So I think I'll bring in the berry burst, and I have my balloon punch, and I'm going to use a small balloon. And so whenever I do this, I like to kind of figure out how my paper is going to go in here, because if I stamp it like right here, I'm not going to be able to fit my paper in there. So I want to be able to punch it out like this, so I am going to stamp my balloon right there. So let me show you that. Okay, so then we bring in the punch and we slide it in like so, center it, and punch it out, and we have one balloon. Then I'm going to do a Melon Mambo balloon. So again, I kind of look where I want the paper, where I want to stamp the paper, and I'm going to stamp Melon Mambo ink, Berry Burst ink on the Berry Burst cardstock. Okay, let me punch that out. There we go. So we have all our pieces stamped and punched out. So next we're going to start assembling it. So I'm going to bring in my piece of what I call the stamping piece of Whisper White. And I also have the washi tape, and this is Pick a Pattern washi tape. It's in the catalog, it's new. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it right at the bottom of my card. And I'm going to have a little bit of extra on each end, and then just fold that over to the back, like that. And then we're going to put our bike together, and then we're going to put our bike on the card. I like to put it all together, the bike together, that way it goes together evenly and the bike isn't crooked and the wheels aren't crooked and it all kind of fits together. And to do that, I am going to use my glue dots. So I'm going to take the back of the bike and put some glue dots on there. I'm just going to take them off with my little paper snips and put glue dots all around. So I am not sure if you all heard about the July promos that Stampin' Up! Are having, but they have a really good one. If you join right now, Stampin' Up! For $99, you have the normal deal where you get to choose $125 worth of items, but in addition, Stampin' Up! Has what they call the basic or the essential package, and it's $52 worth of basic supplies that you would normally need or want. And the reason I thought of that was because one of the items that you will receive are these paper snips, And one of the other items is your bone folder. And you will receive 2 stamping blocks. And I believe there's grid paper. I'm not sure if I'm forgetting anything, but in addition to that, there is a Christmas stamp set. It's called Carols of Christmas. So all of that is the big promo that they have going on right now in July. That's $72 of extra items that you get. So if you have a wish list of Stampin' Up! Products for $99, you can get a lot. And if you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, visit my blog, which is www.stampandshout.com, and you can click on the items. It takes you right to my store, my online store. And it would be fun because if you join my Stampin' Shout team, I give you very personal service. My friends and customers call me and we talk about cards, and we make cards over the, online together, and it's fun. So now you saw me put all those glue dots on there. I'm just going to put the front one on there, the back one, and the front wheel there. I'm actually going to put my wheels down here. I have this nice little washi tape that helps me line it up. So I can put it right like that. Now all I need to do is put some glue dots on the back of my tires. So you could also put snail on the tires right now that you've got the bike put together. You could use your multi-purpose glue. I'll just put a few glue dots on here and stick it down really quick, and we will finish the card. Okay, so I'm going to position it over here to the right. I'm using that washi tape to help line it up so it's even. So there we go. And if I can find my little bike frame, I'm going to glue that on. So what I did was I used multi-purpose glue for this because it's kind of delicate and tiny, and so I just put some glue dots or some glue on here in the corners, and then I just always take a scrap piece of paper or something and kind of smear that glue around so it doesn't squirt out too much. And I'm going to position that on the back of the bike. Like that. Hold it down for a second. And now I'm going to bring in my happy birthday stamp. And I'm going to bring in the black ink. Again, kind of move it around and find out where it's going to fit nicely. And I think I'll put it right there. Perfect. So now we just have to add the balloons. And I actually have a little surprise balloon that I made earlier because I have someone in mind that I want to give this card to. So I stamped a bigger balloon that has 60 on it. And that's what I'm going to do. I think I'll attach this to my matte piece because I think I am going to overlap the balloons just a little bit onto that matte piece. So let's put some snail on the back of this. And then we'll center that onto the matte piece. This berry burst and the lemon lime twist. I really like this color combo. I think it's pretty. Okay, then I think I'm going to snail this balloon. I kind of want it to go like the wind is, it's pulling behind the bike, so I think I'll put it right there. And then I have my berry burst balloon, and I'm going to put this 60 on top, so I think I'll put this one right there. And then for this, I am going to use dimensions. So we'll pop this balloon up. With the dimensions. Put it right up there. Okay. Then I'm going to take my Stampin' Right marker, bring in my scrap piece here. I'm going to use the skinny end. You have the thicker coloring end and you have a writing end. I'm going to make sure it's writing. And then I'm just going to draw a line to the little bike frame here as the balloon strings. There you go. Isn't it pretty? Okay, then we take our card base here and our bone folder and get a nice crease in there. And my snail. I love these colors. Berry Burst and Lemon Lime Twist. Now I also have my blog, like I stated earlier, and I will have a picture of this card on my blog, and I'll have all the supplies listed. So you can visit the blog, www.stampandshout.com, and you'll see all the supplies, and you can click on them, and it takes you right to my online store. But there you go. What do you think? Aren't they cute? Can you see them? I will post these on my blog, like I said, and at the end of this video. So I hope you enjoyed my video. Come back and see me and leave any comments, and be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.